Badgley's kick is good. And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
I'm going to hit you all day. Kill. Check 3. 15. Yellow.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
Check. Fresno.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points, that means this is now a 2-score game.
Yeah, and that's tough to deal with, isn't it? This little time left. Those 2 points doesn't seem like a lot, but it means everything now. Those are going to be the ones we're going to look back on. Those 2 points right there, the play of the game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeout in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Watch out for Hill on the return. We call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board.
Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And picked up by the Chargers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
180, black 15. Check 56. Hey, let's get some penetration here. White 89.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. That throw into the arms of Allen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long third down. Here's Rivers. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Here's Ty Long now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back.
And that's caught inside the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Let's go, baby. Safety's creeping.
To throw is Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Kill, kill, kill.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. Mahomes now to throw. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it.
There goes Melvin Gordon. Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon, 46 yards. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. There he goes left side. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 75 yards, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Back to throw, Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Now Gordon. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I tell you, these division games, never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you? Because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I told no risk. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out for this, I never switch, I never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist,
I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my 50. Ex slick, then hit with the. Back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things, pull out the VIP. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Let's go, fellas.
Yellow. Let's go, 54.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
No.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Let's go. Kill.
You go tight.
15. Hey, color. Zoom, fellas. Let's go. He's checking crowd.
Now here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. A little 360. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. 9 catches, 105 yards for Tyreek Hill in the Super Bowl, and he likely had the biggest play of the game, wouldn't you say?
I would say so. 44-yard catch on 3rd and 15. Usually you're trying to just find enough space to get over the sticks, right? Get a 16, 18-yard gain, which is difficult in and of itself. But 44 yards on 3rd and 15. San Francisco had contained him so well throughout the game because you know what it's like with Tyreek Hill. When he catches the ball, you better surround him. He'll break a big one. Finally does it at the key point, and that starts the comeback for Kansas City. Paved the way for the first of 3 KC touchdowns in the 4th quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I'm here all day. Switch.
Now Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. The 49ers have Richie James back deep. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
65.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
21. Here we go.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
20. 65. I got you.
Play 56.
Garoppolo on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here we go.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line.
Check 31.
11.
Play action. Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
Williams. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's got it to Williams. Finding room at the 30. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Switch. Big air. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, switching gears, CD, I got to tell you, it's always sad now that football's over. We've got a long wait until Thursday, September 10th.
It's okay.
I know,
it's
but
okay.
September 10th.
You get a little misty there.
That's when the 101st season starts. We just finished off season 100. I don't know. What are we going to do till then?
Well, I'm going to rest and relax a little bit, and so are you, but you're exactly right. It won't take us long to start to say, okay, when does camp start? How about OTAs, mini camps? We'll follow the draft. We'll do all the football things, but there'll be nothing like that.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Under 10. 10. Nice 7. Let's go.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On the return, it's James. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go. 180.
Right there. 56. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Check.
11.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down and 4, Garoppolo. Open man is born. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
Watch out.
21.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. He can't hang.
21. Here we go.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Tevin Coleman there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches.
He's checking. Crash.
Hey, Ridley.
Mahomes going to throw. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Yellow.
65. 25. Check 25. Check orbit. Watch twist. Hey, watch it.
Yellow. Let's go.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. D. Ford in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
56. Mike's 56. Let's go, defense.
Hey, 43, 15.
Stick to Mike. Haywood, come on.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Slam. Hey, switch gears. Watch the edge.
Yellow.
Check.
On 2nd and 15 now. Mahomes. This is caught by Williams. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Watkins, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Check. Lucky. Switch, Charlie.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And a big... Turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Right back to Coleman here on first down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
At the 42-yard line.
Here we go.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
21.
Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up. Twist.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. 21.
Mike, 53.
Hey, gun.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
We want this.
Mike's 56. Back shot. Woo-hoo. Shift. Whip. Watch the whip.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Check. 43.
56. Alpha. 56. Don't get nervous. Slam. Check.
Yellow.
Check. 6.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
Get that ball. Kill. Check 3. Say.
Hey, 15. 15, yellow.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Go. 56. You don't see me.
Here we go. 4th down, Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
56 is the Mike.
Mahomes to throw once more. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go,
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here we go.
The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Check back.
Here's Mostert. And he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
21.
2 yards. First down, 49ers.
Shoot. Check 43.
Lock.
Mostert. And he stopped immediately there. Kendall Fuller in on the stop. This is Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And it's third down.
Here we go.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to Coleman. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Switch. Check 37.
Mahomes now on first down. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Easy. 57's the mic. Why? Through. Got you, boy. I got you, boy. Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball. You go tight. You got tight.
And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Check three. Hey, Sunday. Attack.
Echo. Switch. Rush in.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And the Niners get there and bring him down. D Ford picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third.
I got you. Back. Grace don't travel. Come.
Yellow.
Zoom, fellas, let's go.
And that'll set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long.
I got you. 56. 56, right there. 56.
Watch the run. Sponge. No. Check 24. Undercut.
Now here's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football. We're back now in KC. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the twist.
11. Go ahead.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Check 31.
And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
13.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Check it back.
Recon, 152 fighter. Kill. Watch that.
And some room to run now. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He'll let this go for the end zone. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 34 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. The end result, 21 yards.
57. Mike, 57. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And this will move the chains again as the tackle is going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. On 1st down, Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now Mahomes forced out to his left. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Sammy Watkins there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
And the 49er hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
11. I got you.
Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. Touchdown, 49ers. Emmanuel Sanders, 47 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Come on now, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his...
Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. Slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can cover the...
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 180.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
Lock. I'm locked.
Under 10. 10. Check.
Check.
Kill.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
65. 12, fellas. Here we go. Hey, gun.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Shit.
White.
On play action, now Garoppolo. They'll roll him out right. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
53. I got you.
Mike, 6 man. Check curls. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
Hey, gun.
Mike, 53. You must be getting
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. This one complete to Coleman. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Pilot, 64.
Check 25.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 26-yard line.
Check 53's Mike. Check 53's Mike. Watch the slant. Hey, watch it.
I got you.
Move.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. It's caught by Sanders. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Hey, gun.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. I'm coming.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
21.
Check. Crunch.
22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber. 11.
Slam. Hey, switch gears. Watch the edge. Check.
11.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal.
I got you.
Check. Lucky.
Hey, gun. Twelve.
So that'll back him up 5. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on second and goal. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 23. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. He's coming. We got double up. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Watch twist.
Easy. Yellow.
Shit.
Now Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
Slam. Check.
They'll run it with Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Watch the slam. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Slam.
15.
Check 3.
On third down, here's Williams. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Check 26. Check 4.
Nice
7. Let's go.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes rolling to his right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Shift! Watch the shift!
Hey, 57.
51's the mic, boys. 51. Orbit.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
Hey, Mike 51. Mike 51.
Hey, Sunday.
Mahomes now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Check 13.
Shift!
Check 43.
Watch it.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
15.
Exit.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, 43.
Kill, Charlie.
And again, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
54 Mike. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Check nickel. Switch it.
Attack.
Check 37. Check 37.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
A gain of 12. 1st down, San Francisco.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
Here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Here's Coleman on the draw.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
You go take. You got 12.
Point to Omaha.
Check out. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. That is caught inside the 5. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Makes the score Niners 7, Chiefs nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip?
And the Niners get there and bring him down.
They can't stop.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Hey, 57 colors.
On second down, Williams. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
What we got?
Here goes 15.
Go. Sponge.
Now here's Mahomes. It's Williams on the catch. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Mahomes. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Eric Armstead able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Throwing now is Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Hey, Ripley.
56. 56, right there. 56. Bound to lose one.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On 1st down. It's Coleman down to the 30 after a gain of 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
65.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
We're back now in KC. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check safety. Check safety. Showing up. Showing up.
21. Here we go.
Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Here we go.
The Niners on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. On third down, here's Coleman. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
He's coming. Double up.
I got this.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And going deep, and got his man complete. 39 yards there, a big one.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. It's complete to Williams. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Scene 6. My 36. Watch the run.
Come on, guys, my time.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. On second and a couple. Garoppolo, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Coleman. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Switch.
This is Coleman. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle and shedding the tackle, and now some room. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
13.
SOS.
6-6. Pull it high.
We got double up.
6.
Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up.
Hey, gun.
54 is Mike. Check.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo completes it to the tight end Kittle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Here we go.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. On the draw play, Coleman. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you talk to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Watch the whip. Check.
It's Coleman here. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. Back to throw, Garoppolo. And it's caught. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see. This is caught inside the 15. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Let's 57's Mike.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Slam. Kill. Zoom, fellas. Let's go.
One final try from Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. No, we thought we might have a good close game, and we did. Really came down to that final onside kick. They recovered it, but they would have had to return it. They were unable to do that, and that wrote an ending.
That is frustrating, isn't it? To execute an onside kick and get the ball, yet there's no payoff for them. Right now, they're probably in their locker room trying to comfort themselves with the clock